Hey everybody, you might notice that I'm wearing the same thing as my last video. That is because it's so beautiful out and I got the grill going, marinating my steak. I decided to do one more beer review because I feel like having another beer. My initial idea was to do both of the Long Trail back to back, but instead what I decided to do is pale ales back to back. So what I have is Troegs Pale Ale, and that's what we're going to taste today. This has 5.4 alcohol by volume, 45 bitterness units, IBUs. So this, I think, is double what the IBUs were for the Long Trail, if I'm not mistaken. I think the Long Trail had 20-something IBUs. This uses Pilsner and Munich malts, and it has Liberty and Cascade hops, and then it says Hopback hops, Whole Leaf Cascade. So let's crack into this and see what we got. Troegs Pale Ale. I've had Troegs before. I've had their Amber Ale, which also was a hopback one, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. Right off the bat, I'm noticing less head than the Long Trail Pale Ale. This one really just about half a finger worth of head. And definitely a different color going on here too. A little more hazy, not as clear as the Long Trail. A little hazy and a little darker in color. Make sure I'm getting that in the camera. A little darker in color, maybe a little more deep golden, honey colored is what I'd call this. It looks like honey to me. Get aroma off this. Again, not a very strong aroma, but sweetness, some kind of sweet smell. I smell the hops much more so than I did in the Long Trail. Citrus, like maybe grapefruit, but definitely citrus, orangey maybe. Sweet citrus. Really nice. I like the smell of this actually. And for the taste. Yeah. I like that. That is I'm gonna say right off the bat it's better than the Long Trail Pale Ale. I taste the hops more in this than I did in the Long Trail. There's a bit of a sweetness at the top of the tongue like there was with the Long Trail. And interestingly enough, the bitterness level seems on par with the Long Trail. I'm sorry, I'm doing a sort of a comparison and contrast between the Troegs and the Long Trail just because I happen to have been drinking these next to each other, and they're both pale ales. So I'm inadvertently doing that, which I maybe shouldn't be doing. I should probably focus just on what this tastes like, but there is that similar bitterness. Again, more on the back of the palate. So at the top, I'm getting the hops. I'm getting hop flavor, I should say. Citrus, sweetness, and then in the back, more of the bitterness. Less grain, but it's there. So not as much grain as the Long Trail. I'm gonna let this warm a little bit and I'll come back with a final sip. I'm relaxing, enjoying this beer. It's such a nice day. I looked up hopback. It says that a hopback is a device that is inserted in line as the beer is transferred and cooled from the hop boiler into the fermenter. The main purpose of a hopback is to transfer delicate hop oils and aromas that would otherwise be boiled off in a boiler. The technique is used for many ales and related styles where hoppy aroma is desirable. And I have to say, it worked. I definitely get more hop aroma in this. Almost akin to an IPA. not as strong, but approaching it. And in fact, I was just drinking Dogfish Head IPAs, 60-minute IPAs, not long ago, and it has a similar hop aroma to that. Go for a final sip and my verdict. And again, not much has changed. Flavors may be a little more apparent, but still nice hoppy, citrusy sweetness at the top. This is a little more bitter than the Long Trail, but I have to say I like this one better than the Long Trail. There's more flavor going on here. There's more hop aroma, more hop flavor, more bitterness, just more of everything. It's just more flavorful. And like I said, almost approaching an IPA. I think we can attribute that to that hop back that we were just reading about. I will go a 3 out of 5 mugs. So a little more enjoyable for me than the Long Trail due to a lot of those extra flavors and everything. Though I will say for the Long Trail that it was more drinkable for like a spring summer ale, which is what it was. So I have to give props where props due. That was more of a spring ale, something to drink and have a couple. So that's about it for the Troegs Pale Ale beer review. Hope you enjoyed. Please, if you're enjoying these reviews, if you're enjoying my channel in general, subscribe. I would definitely like to see that people are coming by and checking out the videos. And again, if you want to check out my website, any of the books that I've written, you can find links on the website or through the YouTube channel. Have a great Sunday, everybody. Cheers.